Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dom from Diamond Out Coaching Entertainment. Coaching links down below. Discord down below. Let's get into that video. Dab. Oh, dab. Head on what? Oh, whoa. Look. We got some songs coming up for y'all, man. We're going to talk about all these fucking retrogrades. We're going to talk about fucking Virgo season. You know what I'm saying? And like how this is all beneficial towards us and how to really benefit, because you can get fucked up. You can get fucked up during this time. It is very true. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't been watching my other astrology videos and or if you ain't been prepared. Because you can prepare without watching my shit. But if you watch my shit, I tell you how to prepare. You know what I'm saying? So hey, let's get into it. Dab. Yes, I still dab. Yes, I still dab. So last season, right, with Leo season, right? Because this ties into Virgo season. Last Leo season, right, was about finding new ways to express ourselves. Now, everybody who just look at the season that we're in, they'd be like, oh, Leo season, time to express yourself. You gotta look at the other fucking shits too. Because with the Uranus influence inside of fucking Taurus, meaning reforming our values, then you had the Venus inside Leo, valuing expressing yourself. If you're reforming your values and you value expressing yourself, guess what you're reforming? What values are you reforming? The way you express yourself. You're changing how you express yourself. So with that being said, right, during Leo season, you could have been hella expressive and it just fucked you up. You could have not been expressive at all. You could have just been in your head like, shit, how the fuck do I want to come off to the outside world? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck do I want to really express myself? You know what I'm saying? Because we've been tapping into like this new identity from Aries season and beyond that. So it's like when you have a new identity, right? When you become a new person, there's new ways to express that person that you are. Because we should have been changing who we actually are. Getting more in tune with our true self. And then we find out how to actually express our true self instead of this false character shit. Now with that being said, right? Peep game. When did I start wearing these shades? Leo season. New ways of expressing myself. I ain't just playing on that shit. I just got the idea. I was told to be open to more tools. These are clairvoyant shades. I put these on and see life a certain kind of way. This shit helps. And I express myself differently. You know what I'm saying? As you could tell. I ain't wear these shades before Leo season, my nigga. So with that being said, right? Leo season was all about finding new ways to express yourself. And then Virgo season, right, is going to be about analyzing analyzing new emotions, analyzing your new inner self, and analyzing new ways of expressing yourself. You see, during Leo season, you might not have been as analytical, right, about who you are and how you want to express yourself, right? Virgo season, you're going to be really analytical, bro. Now, you could have been analytical during Leo season, you know what I'm saying? It's just that all the lessons from Leo season, you're going to be analyzing that shit during Virgo season. You know what I'm saying? Now, understand this, right? When we had the new moon on August 16th, that was in Leo. You know what I'm saying? That new moon should have gave you pretty much a new inner self and a new way to express that self outwardly. And a new way to express your emotions outwardly and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, right, we're going to be analyzing all that shit inside Virgo season. So we just had Mercury retrograde yesterday. You know what I'm saying? August 23rd. Mercury went retrograde inside of Virgo. Now, Mercury and Virgo, right? What's Mercury? Mercury deals with your thoughts, deals with analyzing things, deals with communication in the mind and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, when Mercury, right, is inside of Virgo, right, that could make you do these things. It can make you analyze your mind crazy as fuck. It can make you analyze the outside world crazy as fuck. And or it can make you talk about the things that you analyze. So if you analyze some shit like, damn, that shit's fucking horrible. That shit is shit. You're more likely to express that shit, outwardly communicate that shit to your friends or some shit like that. Or you could have been hella inside just analyzing shit like, okay, that's like that, this is like this, and not have said shit. Either way, it's about analyzing hella shit, whether it's your own mind, the outside world. And then whatever you analyze, you may or may not have expressed that shit outwardly. You know what I'm saying? Now look, when Mercury goes retrograde inside Virgo, it's going backwards. Whenever things go backwards, it's going back to the old shit. So pretty much when Mercury goes retrograde, it's bringing up shit from the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, old things that you've analyzed can start coming back now. Like, let's say back in the past, right, you analyzed a part of your life, like, okay, bro. Let's say when it comes to the whole Leo shit, right, you're like, okay, bro, I want to come off inside this way inside the world, right? And then you could have just moved on from that shit. When Mercury going retrograde, that shit's coming back. You know what I'm saying? Or any old lessons in the past, right, that you didn't learn and shit like that are gonna be coming back. So hopefully you did learn the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime you was just learning some shit and you were like, okay, analyzing that shit, like if you're reading a book in the past, right, you was reading that book and shit like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning about motherfucking the god Shiva and some shit, and Shiva is like this and like that. All that shit can be coming back right now. Pretty much all the lessons from Leo season and from last Mercury retrograde and how different points of your life, to be honest, a lot of shit is just gonna be coming back up. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that shit. It's gonna be great if you already learned your lessons. Let me give you an example of this shit actually, bro. So I got an ung, right? Y'all may have seen it in one of the videos, right? I broke that bitch the day Mercury retrograde started. Literally, it broke on the dumbest shit, right? But it was funny how it broke, because it was kind of supposed to break, because I wanted to get another one, you know what I'm saying? Now look, peep game. That shit broke, right? And during a different retrograde period, right, I had just got a wand. The same day I got the wand, that bitch broke. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I broke the ung, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to take this bitch together, right? I still have the broken wand. It's right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tape that shit together also. But peep game. I have another wand now. Actually, this one's actually older than the other one. You know what I'm saying? Because this one's more effective, right? But people are going to do with this shit. I'm going to add the broken ung and the broken wand, right, taped up, of course, to my portal that I have. So it's easier to carry that shit in the astral plane. Because that portal I have lets me just walk anywhere in the astral plane. I just go inside that bitch. I can go anywhere the fuck I want to, right? If I put them Jones on the portal, I could always have them bitches with me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to get a new ung, and I already have this wand, too. But I'm also have the wand and the ung on the portal also. You know what I'm saying? And that shit all came, you know what I'm saying? That broken wand, nigga, I didn't give a fuck about that broken wand. But now I'm seeing, nigga, damn. Last retrograde, that wand broke, you know what I'm saying? Now this fucking ung is breaking. I never taped together the fucking wand. I'ma tape together the fucking ung though, and the wand, put it inside the portal, and I got them bitches all the time. So, nigga, I don't gotta have this wand next to me and the ung next to me ever. I just have, you know what I'm saying? You get the fucking point. So with that being said, right, all the lessons are coming back now with Mercury retrograde. That's what the fuck happens, you know what I'm saying? So it can actually be beneficial if you've been learning your lessons. If you haven't been, then it's like, yeah. Maybe a little bit difficult. It may be a little bit difficult. Now, with that being said, though, right? Virgo season naturally makes us express the things that we analyze, right? So whether you're just expressing that shit inside of your mind a lot or to the outside world, that's what it makes you do. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, if you've been analyzing heavy shit inside your mind, the outside world is going to put it out in front of you also. So let's say inside your mind, you've been analyzing how, let's just say you've been thinking about how not shit, I ain't shit, I ain't shit, I ain't shit. You've been analyzing that in all the ways that you're not shit. I do this so I'm not shit. I do that so I'm not shit. If you've been analyzing all that shit, right, now it's going to just pop up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to pop up. You're going to be seeing, oh, nigga, when you do this shit, you really ain't. It just pops up more. Like your ain't shitness is gonna be all in reality. Same if you've been on some shit like, nigga, I'm good because of this, because of that. All that shit's gonna pop up in your external reality. You know what I'm saying? Now with all these retrogrades, right? Shit from the past pop up also. But let's get into some of those, right? Before we get to Uranus retrograde, let's talk about how August 27th Mars will be going into Libra from Virgo. So, Mars in Virgo makes you take action on analyzing shit. So, it makes you analyze way more. And whatever you do analyze, you may tend to act off of. You know what I'm saying? So, if you analyze that, damn, this is some fucking bullshit, you take action. Damn, this is some bullshit, so let me get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? If it's no Mars, you're just like, that's some bullshit and that's some bullshit. With Mars, like, that's some bullshit and I'm fucking out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, right, with Mars going into Libra now, though, right? That's going to make us take action towards balancing ourselves. Now, Libra deals with balancing the inner self and the outer self mainly. You know what I'm saying? You're balancing your mind and your thoughts with the outside world. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it gets called the diplomat also, because it helps balance two perspectives between people. That's why it gets called the mediator and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's really about balancing your inner self and your outer self, right? Now, peep game. If we're doing all this analyzing and stuff like that, right? We need some balance too. We can't just be all up inside our head. So it's gonna balance out the whole analyzing shit and actually expressing yourself shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna create a balance between that. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day after, right, August 28th, Uranus retrograde inside of Taurus. Now, Uranus inside Taurus, right? Uranus deals with reform and shit, right? And it's a very like airy kind of a thing, so it can be chaotic. It's like woo, bam, new shit. You know what I'm saying? Taurus deals with values, right? Now, when it comes to reforming deals with taking something that's already there and changing it up. It's not just like a whole new fucking thing. So it's like, if you value relationships, right? You still may value those things, but in different kinds of ways. Before, you only cared about a girl who was slim, thick, pretty as fuck, all this shit. Now you reform that and you're like, okay, I want the slim, thick baddie, but I also want a personality. I want some spiritual shit. Sweetheart, are you healthy? I was gonna say bitch, but I'm like, nah, that's rude as fuck. Sweetheart, are you healthy? I was gonna be like, bitches, you're healthy, but nah, sweetheart, are you healthy? Do you take care of yourself? Is your mental health straight? You cared about them shits before, you care about relationships before, but now you're reforming it and like, okay, I also add this. So you get what I'm trying to say? You're reforming your values, right? Now, with that being said, Venus being your Leo, we're valuing expressing ourselves. So we're reforming how we express ourselves. Now, with that being said, right, because Uranus is going backwards and retrograding, right, you're going back. You're going back on old shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's say, right, let's say like a month ago, right, you were changing up. Let's say you had a project you were doing, right? You're like, it's a project about how to fucking lose weight, right? You know what I'm saying? And you already had that shit in some kind of manner, but then, you know, you've been changing it up a little bit, like, okay, let me add this shit, do this shit, and then you took a break from it for a month. With Uranus going retrograde again, it's gonna pop back up. Oh shit, now it's time to motherfucking get back to this motherfucking weight loss program or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Now this, because it's dealing with expressing ourselves, right? This may make us have like old wisdom, like pretty much, you may have old values pop up that you thought you transformed, or like, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much like, let's say with the whole slim thick shit, right? You cared about the slim thick shit, then you reformed it and stuff like that. Now you want the slim thick baddie who's also intelligent and spiritual and shit like that, right? And good personality and stuff like that, right? With this Uranus going retrograde, you know what I'm saying? This could make slim thick baddie appear on your head and only slim thick baddie. But you're being forced to transform it even more now. It's like you're just going back on old shit. Because when you transform slim thick baddie into slim thick baddie who's also smart and intelligent and da-da-da-da shit, you know what I'm saying? You could have been moving on to, okay, now let me reform how the fuck I feel about learning about certain shit, right? You know what I'm saying? You've been reforming that shit. Now you're going back to something bad with the retrograde. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's what expressing ourselves. So it's gonna be mainly dealing with shit about like Leo season and how like you may have been seeing how when you come off this way it's not that helpful and stuff like that. You try to ignore it. Now it's being forced to come back around to Uranus retrograde. Like, nigga, not reform that shit. Nigga, change that shit around. That. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, right, is always about reforming our values. Mainly, it's going to be with old values when it comes to expressing ourselves. Now, depending on the house it's in also matters also. Because, like, if it's inside, like, if this retrograde is happening inside your 4th house, then it could be reforming your values about your emotions and your inner self. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be, if it's inside the 3rd house, right? It could be about communication and stuff like that, and how you process thoughts, how you express those thoughts outwardly to people. You know what I'm saying? So it depends, like, the house the house that this shit happens in is also very important. If you ever want to like get more specific, you know, I do astrological life coaching and stuff like that. If you want to just find out like, yo, how has this retrograde affected me personally, right? Book a little note real quick. We don't got to talk one-on-one because the note is cheaper. I just type up like a whole page or two for you, you know what I'm saying? Explain what the fuck's happening, how to benefit, all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, when I get these motherfucking tarot cards and oracle cards, my nigga, we gonna get saucy as fuck with the coaching test, you know what I'm saying? Keep that shit in mind. So if you wanna wait, because the tarot shit should be a bit cheaper than like other stuff. So, you know, if you want to like wait for some cheaper shit, wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be stacking on astrology shit with the tarot card shit. It's going to be cool as fuck, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of reform. It's a lot of shit. Yeah. And if you look at my birth chart, you would see how this reforming shit actually deals with business shit also. You know what I'm saying? Because it does. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even Taurus in general, right? The values of Taurus always deal with more sensual material things. So it could be valuing love, relationships, money, having your senses being pleased, food. It's all of that type of shit. So like, with money business shit, you'll see how I'm changing shit up with the tarot card. Nigga, I didn't even think about that shit before this video, but it's happening. Yes, it's happening. Dab, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, stay tuned for that shit. You know, it's gonna be married soon. It's gonna be married soon. You know, I ain't got time about that shit. Yeah. So with that being said, right, 2 days after that, and I'm during fucking August 30th, right? We have the full moon in Pisces. You know what I'm saying? The full moon in Pisces, right, bro? So with this whole Uranus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, bringing up all this old shit, my nigga. Understanding that full moon in Pisces, my nigga, what does that do? It like illuminates your unconscious mind, bro. You like literally like hella shit from your unconscious mind. It's just gonna flow inside of you internally and stuff like that. So old memories, suppressed thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Even past life shit could pop up, you know what I'm saying? And with all this performing shit, you're gonna be changing a lot of that shit popping up, you know what I'm saying? It could also just heighten your dreams and your imagination and stuff like that too. Full moon in Pisces is all about pretty much heightening your imagination and your unconscious mind, just letting that shit flow more. Mainly inside of you, you know what I'm saying? And you feel it through your emotions, and you feel it through your emotions and stuff like that, okay? So it's like, your unconscious mind, nigga, it's like floodgates just open. Then you got all the retrograde shit too. It's like, I ain't gonna lie. Is Neptune still in the retrograde? If Neptune's still retrograde, bro, then it's gonna be old shit from your unconscious pop, like very old shit. Like before, you may just have like some, like for example, if it's going forward, right? You may have hella downloads, you know what I'm saying? You get hella new information, you know what I'm saying? And all that shit pop up because it was just in your unconscious mind while you was downloading that shit, then it pops up, right? That would be some new shit if it was going forward, right? Now, what they're going backwards, nigga, this is like fucking old shit, nigga. Suppressed shit, old memories, all that shit. That shit gonna be popping the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? Then you can reform that bitch with the Uranus shit and learn lessons with the Mercury retrograde shit. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do one more dab with a motherfucking whoa. Fucking whoa, my nigga, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's August 30th, you know what I'm saying? Full moon in Pisces, unconscious mind is gonna be just flooding your internal self, you know what I'm saying? Through your emotions, you know, you making certain visions, it could be all that type of shit. Now, with that being said, right? On September 4th, we have the Jupiter retrograde in Taurus. So Jupiter makes you expand, you know what I'm saying? Taurus is your value, so that's expanding on your values. When it goes forward, it's new values, you know what I'm saying? You expand on, you start finding, oh, I like this now, I like this now, I like that now, you know what I'm saying? And then you expand on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, with the whole Venus being in Leo shit, it deals with expressing yourself, right? So you expand on your values towards expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you make a lot of reforming too, because Jupiter and Uranus are both inside Taurus, so you have the reforming shit also. Like, if it was no Uranus shit, it would just be, nigga, you love expressing yourself. This is me, yes. But with the whole Uranus shit, it makes you change it up. And you expand on that shit too, so you change this shit up a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, now with it going backwards though, right? That's you expanding on old shit. You know what I'm saying? So all your old values may pop up. All your old ways of expressing yourself may pop up. You may have thought you was a new person, but all that old shit is coming back. You may have thought you found a way to come off to people, but all that old shit is coming back for you to really analyze and learn even more from and really become a whole different person. Because understand that this whole, bro, next Leo season 2 is also, like, next year will be about the whole finding new ways to express yourself. Like, for people who've already been doing this shit, you will have a more solidified way of expressing yourself. You will have a pretty much like solid, this is me type shit. This is how the fuck I come off, right? But there's still gonna be some learning, reforming, changing shit going on. There's gonna be some analytical shit going on. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be as heavy as this season though. And I'm pretty sure that 2025 is gonna be the big pop out. So you know, I mapped out up until 2024. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did Leo season 2024, Virgo 2024. I did all this, you know, but I ain't get to 2025 yet. When I do that shit, I'm gonna see. You know what I'm saying? So don't quote me on that shit. But that may be how it is. You know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned with my astrology videos. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, old values are popping up. You know what I'm saying? And you will be expanding on that shit. But mainly so you can reform them and learn from them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Then September 14th, we have the new moon in Virgo. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be analyzing new emotions, your new inner self, all that shit, right? Pretty much like, but everything before September 14th, right? Because then you have September 15th, Mercury going direct in Virgo, you know, which is very important because with everything before September 14th, there's going to be like a whole bunch of just old shit pop. Oh, and peep game, I should have said this too. September 6th, the moon is going to be waning in Gemini. So when the moon wanes, it's dealing with releasing and stuff like that, right? So you have all this old shit popping up. Mercury retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, what's it called? Uranus retrograde. There's a whole bunch of old shit popping up. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of shit inside your mind too, right? Then with the moon waning in Gemini, right? You're releasing all that shit now. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be releasing all those old thoughts and ideas and mindsets. You're going to be releasing all that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Then eventually you have the new moon in Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Event, which is going to be you analyzing this whole new inner self, new emotions, all that shit, right? And then September 15th, Mercury's going to go direct in Virgo. Now, instead of just going back and analyzing old shit, it's back to the new shit. You know what I'm saying? So everything before the 14th, you were analyzing all this old shit. You know what I'm saying? Reforming all this old shit, expanding upon all this old shit. But then September 14th, you know what I'm saying? Bam, it's going to be new. You're analyzing new shit. You're not analyzing old shit anymore. It's new shit, you know what I'm saying? Then the very next day after the new moon, Mercury goes direct, you know what I'm saying? You're analyzing new shit once again inside your mind, you know what I'm saying? So the new moon is analyzing like your inner self, your emotions, all that new shit, right? And then when Mercury goes direct inside Virgo, that's just analyzing new shit in general, whether it be the outside world, whether it be your mind, and you also may communicate that to people also. That's like a maybe thing. It depends on what house is inside of, you know what I'm saying? Because like if you have Mercury in Virgo in the 4th house, you're going to be just mainly analyzing like your inner self and like the outside world maybe, but mainly like your inner self and stuff like that. And you won't really communicate that outwardly. Like you might, you know what I'm saying, bring that shit up in conversation, but it's not going to be as likely. Now, if that's inside the 5th house, if it's inside the 5th house, you're going to be way more likely to express the things that you analyze. So you may just analyze some shit and be like, damn, nigga, that was some bullshit. That's why Virgos get called very critical, because when you have the sun in Virgo, you express what you analyze, right? And when people analyze shit, they can be very critical, you know what I'm saying? They're very judgmental. That's why Virgos may be very judgmental sometimes, because when they analyze some shit, they say that shit. Like, I may analyze some shit as a Leo and be like, that's some bullshit. And I ain't gonna lie, with my placements, I will express that. Let me do a different example. If you have a Cancer, right? Okay, nah. Let me do a Capricorn. Yeah. Capricorns are more restrictive with how they express themselves. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, they may analyze that's some bullshit, that's some dumb shit, fuck this shit. But they're not really gonna say it like that unless they have other placements. But they're not really gonna say it like that, you know what I'm saying? A Virgo may be like, hey, yo, I was thinking that was some bullshit, and I'm gonna say it, nigga, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Now, with the I'm gonna end that shit on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end that shit on that shit. Long story short, my nigga, when Mercury go inside Virgo, it makes you hella analytical. You know what I'm saying? A base is gonna be always analyzing your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's like a base in partially communicating that shit also. But depending on the house of really affects it also. So like I said, if you want some coaching for that shit, let me know. I hit you with a dab in a well and get you right. You know what I'm saying? Now with that being said, that's pretty much all the sauce from this season. I mean, September 22nd, the moon will be waxing in Sagittarius. They're going to Capricorn and stuff like that, which is going to make you expand on, it's going to make you expand on new emotions and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And with Jupiter still going retrograde and stuff like that, it's like all that old expansion shit will pop up inside you, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I know that I said that with the whole new moon shit, it's going to be new stuff. That's mainly just with like how you analyze shit and like certain thought shit, you know what I'm saying? You still will be having the whole, reforming your value shit pop up. You just won't be as analytical. Instead of like analyzing how you're gonna do that shit, you're just doing that shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Before you're thinking like, damn, I should change this, I should change that. Now you're just fucking changing it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's pretty much it for this season. I'm going to just give y'all some sauce a little bit. So Libra season, right, will be about learning a new way to bring balance between our inner self and outer self. Because if we're becoming a whole new person, right, and we're finding new ways to express ourselves, right, we're going to have to learn new ways to balance our inner self and our outer self. You know what I'm saying? Because before we may have just been hella just expressive. Ha, ha, ha. Now we're changing that shit up a bit. Now we got to bring balance to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk more about that in my Libra season video if I do make one. But like, long story short, right, we're finding new ways to balance our inner self and our outer self, because now we have just found ways to express ourselves in a new way. We got to bring balance to that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then inside Scorpio season, right, we're going to be feeling and transforming hella deep emotions and deep desires. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of just deep emotion is going to be popping up for you to just transform that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Sagittarius season, you're gonna be pretty much expanding on all that shit from Scorpio season. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like all that deep emotion shit, transformation. You're gonna be just it's a whole bunch of expansion from that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that shit kind of times two a little bit, but also with a little bit of control, also and stuff like that. Scorpio season may be a bit more hectic. You know what I'm saying? But as you transform this stuff and get into a Sagittarius season with the whole expansion shit, you will have a bit more control, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that could be hectic also. I'm gonna talk about that shit, of course, when it comes to my Sagittarius season video. And then my favorite that I'm preparing for heavily is Capricorn season. For this, I wrote down: start controlling yourself in building in the world, as well as get a grip of who you are on the inside. So with all these deep ass emotions popping up, and then you expand on them shits, you eventually need to have all that shit come up like ha ha ha, and then bring that shit all under control. It's time to take over yourself and the world when it comes to Capricorn season. You know, you had all this deep shit pop, you have all this shit pop. Now it's time for you to solidify that shit, control that shit, and be like, nigga, now it's time to motherfucking take action and fucking achieve these goals to fucking take over myself in the world. You're gonna be able to fully, like I said, if all that deep shit popping up, my nigga, you may have like, you may be doing some wild ass crazy shit that's not good. It could be good or not good. You know what I'm saying? Because with all them with all those deep emotions and deep desires, bro, it could be like some crazy, like a very base level, right? You can become hella lustful. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that you may become hella horny, hella lustful, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? With Capricorn season, now you're gonna be able to finally be like, okay, nigga, I'm done with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what that shit's about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end this video here though. Yeah, because Aquarius season and Pisces season is gonna be fucking crazy. I can't even talk about them shits also, but I'm leaving on that, bro. Watch my other astrology videos, you know what I'm saying? Keep this shit in mind, bro. It's a whole bunch of sauce going on. It's really about transformation inside this season. It's a whole bunch of transformation, mainly with how we express ourselves to the outside world. You know what I'm saying? Old lessons will pop up. If we express ourselves in a way that was kind of fucked up in the past, that shit may pop up for you to just reform and change that shit. We're going to be analyzing how we express ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Reforming that shit, expanding upon that shit, and it's like, yeah, bro. That's the main theme of this season, bro. It's been your boy, Dot, from Dominating Out Coaching and Entertainment. My coaching's down below. The Discord's down below. Join that shit for real. It's going to be crazy inside there, bro. Like, nigga, like, it's gonna get crazy. It's already crazy, but it's gonna get even more crazy. You know what I'm saying? Join the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Donations, Patreon, all that shit down below. I'm gonna catch you in my next video.